Feel like browsing through the virtual collection? Just click on the machine. Or go to the gallery in the back if you feel like creating your own work.
Just make sure you leave everything the way you find it, not like Polly, always creating a mess.
Polly hasn't left any clues here. Are you sure you want to stay?
No, Botley, there's no clue here. Just some old invention points, if you can figure out which work of art I'm thinking about.
Would it be too much to ask you for a little hand, Polly?
Quick, Snotley, what U.S. state is famous for its peaches?
Peaches from Georgia are famous all around the world, and Georgia happens to be the first name of an artist whose portrait I love. Let's go!
This is a device that Professor Spark invented to display all the great works of art he knows and loves, without actually having to fork over the big bucks to buy them himself. It's all done with computers. What else? Luckily, that makes it easier to find the invention points that Polly hid here. First, you need to select the work of art that matches Polly's hint. See that drum on the right side of the machine? That displays tiny pictures of all the works in the collection. If you click on any of the pictures, Mrs. Beasley will tell you a little bit about it and help you decide if it's the work you want to see. After Mrs. Beasley is finished, you can click on it again to see the work on the professor's digital display. Fortunately, Mrs. Beasley has also neatly arranged all the works of art into categories. She's really kind of a neat freak. If the work you want isn't on the display, pull this lever to check out a different category. Mrs. Beasley, can you remind my friend about which of the professor's works of art we're looking for?
You're looking for a portrait of an artist named Georgia.
So you should begin by selecting the correct category, but be careful which work you send to the digital display, because each time you do, it will use up some of the energy that's vital to running things around here. Of course, if we get low, we can always run down to the electric generator to juice up.
This is a portrait of the artist Georgia O'Keeffe. Her paintings are beautiful, and so is this photograph. Over time, photographs have become the most popular way of capturing a person's portrait. This portrait is a photograph of one of America's most important artists, Georgia O'Keeffe, standing in front of one of her beautiful paintings. Did you notice the regal profile of her face? Georgia O'Keeffe moved to New Mexico and began painting mysterious images of the desert landscape around her.
Hey, that was a lucky guess. And according to Polly's Book of Rules, which was written by yours truly, lucky guesses don't count. So there. Nope. You'll have to work a lot harder than that to win.
That's not fair, Polly. If that's the right work of art, you can't just change the rules like that.
You can't change the rules like that. Well, guess what, Blotley? It's my house and my missions, and you play how I say. Now I say, solve this.
Uh-oh. It's a puzzle Polly thinks only she's smart enough to finish. But I think you can do it too. You just have to line up the tiles so that all their sides match. Click on any puzzle piece to lift it off the display. Then click on any other piece and they'll change places. All the pieces aren't right side up though, so sometimes you'll have to rotate them. You can do that by hitting the rotate button, right there at the bottom of the display. While you're playing, Mrs. Beasley will tell you stuff about what you're looking at. She knows everything there is to know about the works of art Polly used to create this puzzle.
Oh, this is a beautiful puzzle filled with things made by Native Americans. Some of my favorite pieces are here.
incredible you are! So grab the invention points and let's go! Terrific! Now put it into your inventory and move on!